how to believe in yourself and be confident. As someone in the past who used to not believe in themselves, who used to really struggle with this, I feel like I could share the transformation I've had to help you have the same thought pattern change and same growth that I've seen, and hopefully quicker than I did it, because I really struggled with this for quite a few years. So with this video, I promise you by the end of this, you're gonna have some tactics to learn how to believe in yourself and how to be confident and kind of have that mindset shift so you can have that transformation. Now, I'm gonna show you 3 steps. Some of them are mindset, some of them are action-based, but they're just gonna overall help you. With that being said, my name's Chris Richardson. I'm a coach here at Life on Your Terms, and I make these videos to help share my experiences and share my knowledge so you can work through some of these issues, hopefully faster than I ever did. So, with that, the first point on how to be confident and believe in yourself is to realize that it is a choice. It is a choice to believe in yourself. And with that being said, you can be right or you can believe in yourself. What I mean by this is, let's say you're starting a new business, or let's say you're going to the gym as well. So with the business, you're starting, you got this new marketing strategy, new product, and you can do 2 things with that. You can believe that you will make this work. You say, you know what, I might not have the perfect marketing strategy, I might not have the perfect product, but I'm gonna make it work. Or you could say, I'm not really sure on this marketing strategy, I'm not really sure on this product, I don't think it's gonna work. Each instance, you choose how to think, and you can believe in yourself and realize that you're gonna make it work. Even though it's not perfect, you're gonna make it work. Or in the other instance, you can be right that it's not gonna work, and then you don't believe in yourself and you don't get to start the business and you don't get the financial freedom you want. Same thing with the gym. If you're going to the gym, you have this new program, you're like, you know what, this might not be the perfect program, but I'm gonna make it work and I'm gonna lose the 30 pounds I want. And I'm gonna make the adjustments along the way. Or you say, I don't know if this program's gonna work for me, this doesn't have a lot of exercises I like. Each instance can happen, and you can be right or you can believe in yourself. So you have to realize that it's a choice. It's a choice to believe yourself and be confident. Now, with that, it takes practice to pick self-belief over self-doubt. As someone who used to doubt themselves a lot, it now takes me a lot shorter time to switch from self-doubt to self-belief. And I'm gonna tell a really silly story, but it kind of drives the point home. And the point is that I was going through, a rough time in terms of just like confidence and belief a year ago. And during that time, I was playing a pool 500 game, like a 500 alive game, and I was playing with all my athlete friends. Some of them are collegiate athletes, they're all a lot taller than me, and height is an advantage in 500. And so I was like, you know what? Instead of doubting myself, what if I just believed in myself? That's what I did. And I noticed there was a big shift in how much I was winning. And I know that's such a silly story. It's such a silly story. But it drives the point home for me that it is truly a choice that I can believe in myself in every endeavor I take on. Or I could doubt myself and I could be right. So you gotta choose the same thing. And you have to realize that it is a choice. It is a choice of whether you want to believe in yourself. And then with that belief and enough exposure, you'll be confident. So that's the first piece, is that it is a choice. Now the second piece is that it is a choice to be confident and believe in yourself, but also it does take knowledge and work. And that's the second piece, is that confidence is exposure. Confidence is understanding you know what the outcome is. And I like to say confidence comes from competence. So the more competent you are in an area, the more confident you'll be. So find a way to get exposure. We'll refer back to the business and the weight loss example again. So with business, with the marketing tactic, maybe you don't have the perfect one, but you're gonna make it work. And with that, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get as much marketing exposure as I can, so I am confident and I know the outcomes are gonna happen with this marketing strategy. Same thing with weight loss. You have this plan, this program, this diet, you're like, you know what? It might not be perfect, I'm gonna make it work, and I'm gonna continue to expose myself and learn more and more and more, so I make it work. You should have that level of conviction with the exposure so you continue to become more confident in your area and get more competent as well. The second piece of knowledge and work is to get small wins and goals. So if you can get that momentum going and take that action, that's the key to be able to move through this and become confident and get this belief. I think momentum is a huge piece that isn't talked about a lot. And momentum to me is why it's so hard to get started, because you have no momentum. But it's like Newton's law. An object in motion will stay in motion. So if an object is still, if you are still and you're not taking action on the thing you want to get good at, it's going to be hard to get you rolling. And once you're rolling, you're more likely to stay in motion. So I think momentum, you've got to be able to apply that to your own life. And if you want to believe in yourself and be confident, you've got to get the ball rolling. And you're not going to be confident at first. You're not going to believe in yourself at first, but that's okay. You just got to get those small wins and small goals. So with the business, maybe it's getting one client with marketing. With the weight loss, maybe it's losing the first 5 pounds. Whatever it is, you get to get those small wins and small goals. And then from that, I would encourage you to seek feedback and then implement the change from the feedback. You're going to get blind spots in your journey. In your business, maybe the marketing plan isn't great or the product isn't very good and you're blind to it. You need the seek feedback, implement change, so that you can implement that stuff and you know you've put in the time to make a great product or make a great product marketing strategy to get clients. Same thing with the gym. Seek feedback from other people. They might look at your diet and be like, what the hell are you doing? And you might just not even known, but if you could seek that feedback, you'll then have the confidence, belief in yourself. You're like, hey, I've got all this information. I'd be able to make the changes and I'm still gonna be successful. That conviction, it all ties back to that conviction. The third and final piece relates to the conviction even more. Resilience and being able to overcome the challenges. You're gonna have negative thoughts. Like I said, it's not gonna be something that just flips for you. You're not gonna go from self-doubt to self-belief like that. It's gonna take a lot of work and exposure to work through those things. And the way I look at it is, if I'm doubting myself, how can I shorten the time that I go from self-doubt to self-belief? So maybe in the past it was 2 weeks where I was doubting myself on something. Maybe I can get it down to a week. Then I can get it down to the day. Then I can get it down to the hour. And then it's not even a thought pattern anymore. So I encourage you to challenge your negative thoughts you have as they come in. Realize, okay, is this thought helpful? Am I doubting myself or am I believing myself? What do I get from doubting myself? Ask yourself those questions. See where it leads you. On top of this, embrace failure, because guess what? Throughout this stuff, throughout your journey, weight loss, business, job, family, you're gonna fail. That's okay. But the only way that you truly lose is if you quit. And I got that quote from Alex Hormozi. It's one of my favorites. He says that if you just continue to try and continue to get at bats, you haven't lost. You only lose if you quit, if you get out of the game. That's how you lose. So if you stop your weight loss journey, you stop your business, you give up on your family, that's the only way you lose, is if you quit. So embrace failure as a learning opportunity throughout everything in your life, but especially in believing yourself and being confident with that. And also, don't compare and just look at how hard you worked and how much effort you gave. That can help you believe in yourself well, because I think a lot of people's self-belief is crushed because they look at everybody else, look at what everybody else is doing, the outcomes everybody else has. But a lot of people don't realize the work that people have put in to get those outcomes. So for you, it only makes sense to focus on the work. Another quote from Alex Hormozi that I love is that the work is the goal. And I have a sticky note of it right here because it really reminds me that the work I do is the goal, not the outcome, the work I do. How can I make the quality and the quantity of my work better every time? And if you could take that mindset, you'll learn to believe yourself and you'll learn to be confident. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, I'd encourage you to take the balance wheel in the description below, because there you can understand some areas that, oh, I really believe in myself in the health realm, but I don't believe myself in the professional realm, or maybe vice versa. So looking at this stuff can be helpful to understand where do you want to believe in yourself more and where do you want to be more confident. And on top of that, if you'll like and subscribe, it really helps the channel.